Hi everyone, in this video we'll be looking into a game between Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura and Grandmaster Alireza Firouzja from the round 3 of Global Chess League between Team Hikaru and Team Firouzja. Let's jump right into the game. Hikaru Nakamura starting with the white pieces go for 1 e4. Firouzja replies with c5, knight to f3, d6, bishop to b5 with check, knight to d7. Hikaru goes for castling, a6, bishop to e2, knight on g to f6, d3, b5, knight on f to d2, e6, f4, bishop to b7, a4, bishop to e7, bishop to f3, queen to c7, knight to c3, b4, knight to e2, knight to b8, b3, knight to c6, bishop to b2, d5, queen to e1. Firouzja goes for long castling, queen to f2, king to b8, rook on a to e1, king to a8, king to h1, h5, e takes on d5, e takes on d5, knight to g3, queen takes on f4, bishop to d1, queen to c7, knight to f5, knight to g4, queen to g3, queen takes on g3, h takes on g3, bishop to f6, bishop takes on f6, g takes on f6, knight to f3, bishop to c8, knight to e7, knight takes on e7, rook takes on e7, bishop to e6, knight to h4, knight to e3, rook to e1, knight takes on d1, rook takes on d1, rook on h to e8, rook takes on e8, rook takes on e8, rook to e1, king to b7, king to g1, rook to g8, king to f2, rook to c7, knight to f3, king to d6, knight to d2, bishop to g4, knight to f1, rook to g5, knight to e3, bishop to e6, rook to h1, king to e5, rook to h4, bishop to g4, king to e1, f5, rook to h1, f4. So if you look at this position, after 43 moves into the game, Firouzja is having an advantage of minus 2.7. So the right continuation here for Hikaru Nakamura to minimize the damage is to play g takes on f4. But instead, in the game, he goes for knight takes on g4 with check, and this is slightly inaccurate, and Firouzja is now having a winning advantage of minus 3.7 after this move. And Firouzja continues with rook takes on g4, rook takes on h5 with check, king to d4, rook to h4, rook takes on g3, rook takes on f4 with check, king to c3, rook to f2, f5, king to d1, f4, a5, d4, rook to e2, f3, g takes on f3, rook to g1 with check, rook to e1, rook takes on e1 with check, king takes on e1, and king takes on c2, f4, c4. And it was in this position, after 55 moves into the game, Hikaru Nakamura resigned to Alireza Firouzja. The reason for resignation is pretty much clear. These dangerous pass pawns will be winning the game for Firouzja here. If Hikaru decides to continue this game, it will be like d takes on c4. Then Firouzja has this dangerous d pawn that will be winning this game, because this king will be controlling all these 3 squares and will be dominating the white king. And Firouzja can continue with d3, king to f1, d2, c5, and d1 equal to queen. So there is no good reason for Hikaru to continue this game. So foreseeing this, Hikaru Nakamura resigned after c4.